welcome to Craftsuprint Craft Show. I'm hoping that together we'll be able to make something brilliant here with each week's episode. I hope you find a lot to instruct you, a lot to help you to be creative, to inspire you, or to try new techniques. This week we have some wonderful, happy announcements. John Brighter and his wife Norma have recently renewed their wedding vows after 55 years. Wow, do they know how to make a marriage work or what? John Brighter is a very active member of our forum, and he is just a sweetheart of a man. So Norma, we can see why you got a catch, and John, we're sure Norma is the same thing for you. So congratulations to both of you. Yay! Then we have a card maker, Marian Ennifer, who has recently become a grandmother for the first time. How exciting is that? We will allow you a little time off from crafting to care for the little one, but you know, you do have to get back to it eventually, otherwise you'll be missed, sorely missed on Craftsuprint.com. So congratulations, Marian. One other announcement. Have you ever heard the expression, you got what you deserved? Well, I'm going to tell Heather how's that right now. Heather, you got it. You got exactly what you deserved. Because why? Because Hetty won the Craftsuprint Crazy 5-Minute Game again. This is the second time she's won it. She's won like 100 pounds. Don't we all wish we were Hetty? So Crafty Bob, in his generosity, gave Hetty exactly what she deserved. So congratulations, Hetty. We're all very happy for you. And remember to keep watching yourself. Keep watching that Crafty, those 5 minutes, so that you can see it when your name comes up and you can snatch that money there in that little pot. As well as don't forget to check your bingo card every day. You never know. You just might be the one that wins the next 100 pounds on bingo. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh, one final announcement. Titanium designer. Woohoo! Jana Briggs is finally titanium. She's worked so hard. She's sold over 50,000 pages now, or sheets and kits and so forth on Craftsuprint. We're so happy for her. In fact, we have a beautiful sheet by Janet to show you. Here it is. Isn't it just lovely? Sorry, trying to get the glare off the camera for you here. It is cup 36349_68. It's absolutely beautiful, especially on Crafty Bob photo paper, as this one is. And the card that's listed there by a card maker, you know, if you go and you see the sheet, you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see the card maker's version, and it's by Sue Turner. And she's used glitter and ribbon and flowers and a sentiment, and oh, it's just beautiful. You really need to go and check this out. So again, Janet Briggs, our newest titanium designer on Craftsuprint. Congratulations! We're so happy for you. Okay, our main project that we'll be working on today is a paper pack by Karen Adair. Absolutely beautiful. It's in the scrapbooking section. Here's the main display sheet. I didn't print out every sheet, but here's the main display sheet. It is cup 329161_168. And if you'd prefer to have, if you'd prefer to have all of these beautiful sheets in like an antique rose color, you can get cup 329482_168. Just a lot of versatility. While they are in the scrapbooking section, which you can use them for digital scrapbooking or actual scrapbooking, you can use them for so much more, as we'll see in this video. Okay, now the main project that we'll be doing with those scrapbooking papers, using a couple of those papers, is using Michelle Johnson's Guinea Pig Twisted Pyramid. And this is cup 175435_376, and it's just a fantastic sheet also. All right, let's see what we can do with Karen's papers. Okay, I've got all my parts cut out, and then for my card itself, since I didn't have any really sturdy 12x12 cardstock to make a 6x6 card. Well, first, before I start, let me tell you that I did shrink down some of Karen's backgrounds. Like this one, I shrunk it down to a 6x6, and this one right here, I had it 6x6, and then I trimmed a couple of the edges off. You can see that on the inside of the card, then I used one of those edges here to make it a little bit prettier, a little bit more coordinating. Now for my cardstock, back, like I said, since I didn't have the hard enough 12 by 12, I just took one 6-inch square and one that was 6 inches by 6.5 inches here so that I could fold over this 1/2 inch. It just works nicer if you can have this the extra little piece right here, because then if you put it on the front, then when you take this and you put your main cover over it, then nobody will see that seam, and then you'll open up your card and nobody will even know that that seam is there. Okay, so let's get started here with this. Okay, one other point I wanted to bring out is that when you have your card topper, I always cut my my actual card itself to just slightly smaller than the card, and because I do that, I always like to put the tape actually on the card. That way I don't have any overhang on my tape. You know how sometimes you get it too close to the edge and then the other edge doesn't match up and you end up with this extra tape. That's just not fun. I'm just not gonna do that. So let's just put this on here. I ran the tape on the card itself, and then I can position the position the topper here so that we can put it on without any. Oh, by the way, one more thing I wanted to say on this beautiful card. I've used Crafty Bob paper. I'm so excited. I finally got mine in the mail. And it is just beautiful. It does print beautifully. Can you see that luscious shine there from my light? It's just, oh, it's just wonderful, wonderful to work with. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a spiral or a twisted pyramid. This particular one, isn't this guinea pig just adorable? He is so cute. He just looks soft enough to pet. I just love him. So if you look up that sheet, Carol Bath was a card maker for this, and she has such a lovely little twist. She has this up here and she has all these fancy, oh, you have to go and check it out. She put, oh, it's just beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our pyramid layers here. Now the main layer, well, first of all, as I peel this off, you can kind of tell, you know, I've got this fetish for 3D pads that kind of almost cover the entire surface, but that's because I have an ample supply. I buy them wholesale, and so it works really well for me. Okay, and then I'm just going to center that real carefully on there. Okay, now for the spiral pyramid, I'm going to be doing these layers. Now, one thing I want to point out, if you happen to be a designer for Craftsuprint, now all you card makers can go ahead and verify this for me. You know, let me know what you think of this little opinion. You can, you know, go to the forum and find out. Is that it's much easier if there is some kind of faint outline like on this one, so that I know where to put this one, because it's really kind of hard to match up. I'll kind of tell you how I do it on this one. Now on this particular guinea pig, I matched up this corner and this corner with what I have here, because to me that was the best way to find out to find the best place to have it straight. It's not very easy to do. Okay, now this next layer is a little bit harder because basically the outline of it is almost all just this light tan background. So it's a little bit harder to do. But what I like to do when I match this up is look at the paws, both the front and the rear paws. I can kind of match it up that way. Kind of put it right there where you see them and match them up, and there you go. There he is. Okay, now the third layer is I'm going to be able to match it up via the ear here. That's the easiest one to do. I like the ear, and then this is just the bottom faint layer of the paw, so that can kind of help me for placement there too. Put that up. Excuse me if I'm in the way of the camera there. There's that. And then this final little one, just kind of that perky little nose he's got there. We'll put that little nose on there. And on this one, you kind of to a certain degree have to guesstimate, but I kind of try and look at the marks of the fur on here and match it up like that. Let's see here. Let's do it about like, oops, see, that's not right because it's not twisted far enough. Uh-oh. I think I just ruined it. Michelle, please forgive me. Ooh, I think I can cover it up though. Well, I'll have to go in there with some marker or something and kind of spruce up that little spot right there. But anyway, there you have it. There you have it. So here you have a finished card. Now I have made one already, and this one I've put some peel-offs on. Now since this coordinating background here, this little one that frames the pyramid. Since it's so small, I put my peel-offs right along the outside edge of that to kind of make that frame look a little bit bigger. Another thing I like to do is I kind of mixed my peel-offs. It kind of adds to me, it adds a lot of interest to a card to add that. So thank you, Michelle and Karen. We cannot say enough good about your beautiful background paper pack. And remember all you cupcakes, that's in the scrapbook section. Don't forget to look in the scrapbook section. There's tons of beautiful embellishments in there. And yes, it is for those of us who do digital scrapbooking, but you can use it for so much more. And here is our final project. Isn't he lovely? Now see that flower I used to cover up that little mistake? Let that be a lesson to you. Don't ever just trash a card because it looks like it has a mistake. Sometimes I've even put it aside for a day or two because the ideas just don't gel. I'm so frustrated with making the mistake. So just take some time, find something, and you'll get a beautiful card like this. Thank you to both Karen and Michelle for such winning designs. This lovely topper is backed by one of Karen's wonderful scrapbooking papers. The quote on this is, "A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song." Just perfect with Karen's background. Oh, it just worked out wonderfully. Again, here is one of Karen's lovely backgrounds used with a topper from that same sheet. This quote is, "It is not what you give your friend, but what you are willing to give him that determines the quality of friendship." And this background paper of Karen's, oh, it matches to a T. And again, here's another card. From my same topper sheet, I used only the quote from the topper. The rest of it is a rubber stamp that I used, along with two of Karen's beautiful backgrounds. Worked out absolutely wonderfully well for this particular card. Karen's lovely background on this card worked so beautifully. Look at all those swirls in that background. Also used for the stamped and glittered sentiment. It just looked wonderfully. Feel free to stamp on any of Karen's backgrounds. It's absolutely a great idea. A unique idea for scrapbooking papers is to recolor them, as I did with this, with Karen's permission, I might add, and fold them into beautiful origami creations. These two boxes turned out better than I could possibly have imagined. And thank you, Karen, for this wonderful background. I recolored it to teal and purple, added a little flower in the center of the origami box. Wonderful. The top and the bottom each took 8 sheets, but what a beautiful, gorgeous result. And of course, an actual scrapbook page with Karen's scrapbooking papers. What a unique idea. On this one, I simply added 3 circled photos to it and added the title clock faces. Very simple. Karen's backgrounds really lend themselves well to that. Now on this next one, I used the exact same background, but I added lots of different things, brushes and blending techniques and masks and an extra background sheet of Karen's. It just made a beautiful vintage sheet. Don't you agree? So thank you, Karen, for your wonderful paper sets. We're all totally in love with it.